Hello everyone, Jill here with Coco Daisy, and I wanted to primarily talk about the pocket page that I just finished that will appear on a blog post that the team, a few of us from the team are sharing what we're calling black accents, or ways to use black to highlight the colors in the kits. And so I want to walk you through that first, but I also brought in the other projects, or brought to the table, literally, the other projects I made with the Koi Pond kit. So you can kind of get an overview of what you can do with a kit. And these kits are so rich, you could do a whole lot more, but you could at least do these projects. And since I've worked in different formats this month, and probably do most months, but I definitely did this month, I wanted to give you that overview. But first, let's talk a little bit about my pocket page. Okay, I explained this on the blog post too. When I put these photos together, one thing I noticed is that this really colorful sort of hot pink collection of flowers is much more colorful than anything else on the layout, and I also noticed that I did have some darker photos to work with. This one of my brownie cheesecake, which was really good, has a black table in the background and dark tea. This one has a dark sofa, and so that made sense. And then I also have this adorable baby raccoon. We took pictures of baby raccoons we saw on our walk, and he's dark. But then, of course, he's in a natural setting with green. This is a story about a wind chime that Tim repaired that was his mom's. And this also has green in it. And so with those two colors and the black, I kind of had my color palette. And so when I chose the cards, I did choose this card in part just because I absolutely love it and I wanted to be sure to use it. So it has more of a blue-green, but one thing that I kind of notice as I look at these photos is not only is there this color of green, there are more blue-greens in the shadows. Just as with this, it's this hot pink, but there's also like a deeper pink, almost red, like Tim's shirt, and yellow in the little centers of the flowers. So I'm kind of working with two ranges, one a cool range and one a warm range, I guess you could say. I know I'm probably getting too technical about color. I love color though. So then I wanted to bring in the black. And the way I did it, I knew I was going to do black ink stamping. And so you can see that. I stamped these cool little decorative design element, and then I echoed that with rub-ons, and there are plenty of blacks on the rub-ons. In fact, there was more I wanted to use, but I just couldn't like use it all. So I'll keep that in mind for another page. I also used this Yum, which was black with a little bit of background. It doesn't show up too well on my photo, but it's really easy to apply rub-ons to photos. And for Project Life, I do like to work on the photo, and you'll see here I used the darker letter stickers from the memory keeping kits to get a little more dark on the lighter part of this photo. I also knew that I wanted to do journaling in by hand, and so I used a very dark black ink, and I saw that the die cuts included these neutral toned, including one black, numbers. And since I actually had 3 stories to tell on this pocket page, it worked out really well. I also wanted to do a little stitching, and so it was perfect just to, I don't know if the camera's picking this up, just to stitch down the numbers in each case. And I chose then black and white, basically black and white cards. This one has a little green, which is just absolutely perfect because it's, you know, again, the green is my other color. Yeah, and then this is the natural choice, and I put it in the center to emphasize the black and white, and it's such a pretty card with those black and white leaves, really striking. This card, What I Need Right Now, went so well with my photo, because this was indeed a reward. I don't usually eat sweets, but I do sometimes when I'm treating myself. And so what I need right now, carbohydrates, after dealing with detours and traffic, So that's what that card does. And then I love that there was a black cloud, because you know when you're suddenly plunged into a bad mood, that black cloud is over you. So and that helped me get a little more dark into the layout. This looks so cool, but it's just a rub on. I didn't do that with ink. I just rubbed it on. Okay, and then the finishing touches of black have to do with just some black sequins that I pulled out, and also some black thread. Put a little bit there, and also a little bit here. And it's kind of hard to see here, probably, but I also used a little bit of washi tape in black, just that I pulled from my stash. You'll see the washi tape from the kit on my other projects. Okay, so that's how I use the black throughout, and I think the black and the dark in the photos combine to really highlight the colors, which was part of my goal. And yet, if I hadn't also brought in some hot pink, I think it would have felt like really funny to have it all like right here. And since I love these little raccoons, I brought in a hot pink, just a really simple heart sticker that I pulled from my stash, and then hot pink ink with the wonderful stamps from the kit. One of my favorite stamps is the Snippets from Today, especially for Project Life, because it's all about the snippets, right? And then I just used a date stamp for a little bit of that pink ink, and Happy Place, another cool stamp from Koi Pond. So, and Here and Now. Yeah, and if you're wondering about these labels I did pull from the Wayfarer. The new kit has black labels, which are like so versatile. I'll use them a lot with that kit too. Okay, there are probably some things I forgot to mention, but if so, you can check out my blog post about this pocket page. I just want to take a minute now to show you my other projects. I did, with this Koi Pond kit, I did a page about, the kit actually inspired this memory of a vintage puzzle I put together like decades ago with koi fish. Now, I could have like looked for it like in the basement or something. I don't know where that puzzle is. I probably still have it, but it's so easy to Google an image, you know, something like that. So that's all I did. I pulled up the image and then was able to tell the story as I just typed up, and then I put on transfer, like sticker paper, cleared sticker paper, and then just stuck it on the page. You'll see when we look at all of my projects that I use these puffy stickers quite a lot this month to help me with my titles. So Koi Fun, and this was tons of fun, and I do remember back to how much I love that puzzle. And I've used these adorable puffy fish so much more than I thought I would be able to when I first looked at the kit. But as I said, the kit itself inspired some stories. And here I love the dimension with the flatter stickers and rub-ons, because you have the fish in all those forms in the kit, which is really nice. Go with the flow. It might be hard to see that on camera, is just adds a little texture, and it fits the photo, of course. And it's one of those glittery long stickers. Now, Christine pointed this out on her video, and I was really glad for the tip. These are really hard to work with if you don't cut them. So I went like word by word and cut them, and then once you put them back on the page, you can't really see that you've done the cut. So just a little tip of hers that I'll reinforce. The washi is so great, and I wanted to use it on like most of my projects. Here I just put a little bit off to the edge, but makes me happy. This is a rub-on, which I was glad I was able to use with this title. This kind of goes with the vibe I'm creating here. So that's my TN page from, for those, especially for those of you who just subscribed to the Traveler's Notebook Kit. For those of you who do 12 by 12 scrapping, I've got a couple pages this month, and this this is a great way to use the Modern Memory Keeping Kit, but I think you could get the Traveler's Notebook Kit and still do 12 by 12s if you wanted to. I like to mix it up, and I like different formats. And I started with 12 by 12 and still find it so satisfying. This is a picture about Tim ordering like a whole fish in one of our favorite Chinese restaurants. And so it was quite an event. And so I thought this was kind of the perfect kit to scrapbook that event. And so that's using a lot of the paper and using it, the bigger, like this is from the classified kit that gives you the planner size big sheets. I think they're great for 12 by 12 pages too. Again, you can see some of the black accents and the black sequins. I think black works really well with this kit. Anyway, so that's one 12 by 12. The other 12 by 12 is this one about running into a student of mine displaying her art. And you can see from the photo, her art is behind us. And so I just wanted to create kind of a little gallery wall with some of the elements from the kit. So I used rub-ons and stickers and some of the washi. And then, of course, this card, which is, you'll see it on several of the layouts from the design team, is such a great way to like create your title. And then you'll see here the white stickers. I used one on the Hello Whole Fish on that title. This little touch doesn't come through very well in the photos, but I put a little velvet ribbon on and then just a puffy sticker, which does not stay on too well when you put it on top of a staple. So I might add a little glue to it. But anyway, that's the finishing touch for that page. And yeah, the imagery in this kit was so playful and fun, and it was really great to be able to work in these different formats. And so I hope you gained a few ideas from this video, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks for showing up.